Hey, this is William Lewis here. I want to show you guys something that's a little bit different for catching lawyers or freshwater cod or burbot. And I kind of came up with the technique. A lot of people, they think tip-ups when you're doing handline ice fishing. Well, I've come up with boards. You're boarding for burbs. Pretty simple. It's even easier to use than a tip-up, and a snowmobiler can run over your equipment. No damage to it. It's really simple. You take yourself, 14 to 18 inch chunk of board wider. That way you can reel it up nice and easy and effectively. And you say you're fishing a river system or a lake that has an average depth of 20 feet. You put yourself on there 25 to 30 feet of Dacron line, and then whatever kind of leader material you like. I like a nice soft leader material such as 65-pound Power Pro, but you can use 20 to 30-pound monofilaments. It's a couple foot chunk of that, a couple feet of that. And as you can see, it's relatively easy to reel up and everything like that. It's even faster than a tip-up and sitting there cranking on that little spindle. And this has 25 feet on it. But once you put on your Dacron, line-to-line connection, a large single hook, you can tie that on there. You can use a pretty large single hook with this too. I'm using, I believe this is a 4/0 hook. And you can use even a little bit larger, but you want a little bit bigger hook because you can catch up to 15-pound lawyers in certain areas. Our biggest one of this year has been just shy of 10 pounds, and we missed something bigger the other night. Kind of ticked us off. But you're going to be taking a large single hook, you tie it onto your piece of leader, you put a large sinker directly above that, so that way your bait cannot spin into your line and create a mess. You can use a slip sinker, a couple of large snap-ons. Don't use too much. You don't want to get over 1/4 of an ounce. But don't have to worry about breaking it. It's not a tip-up. You drop your line down the hole till you feel bottom. Oh, I'm on bottom. You take another sinker. You can snap it on there right where it's hitting bottom at, where it meet, at the top of the ice, where it's going to be meeting at. And then you can give yourself, 4 to 6 feet of slack. Pick up the rest, you put this on your hole, then you go back to your truck and you sit on your ass for a half hour. Pretty simple. And it's just like a tip up. You're going to probably see your line angling off at the edge of the hole, but always pick up your board to make sure there's nothing on there. Make sure you're bringing the bait just up off the bottom. Make sure something isn't just sitting there eating it, because they like doing that pretty often. And then from there, you hand line the lawyer up. With the large single hooks and all, you're going to need to remove it from their guts. So this is a strictly keep and eat fishing. This is just for sustenance, basically. This isn't, going out there to catch trophy fish and release them because you're gut hooking them. You're going to kill them, so you got to eat them. And the best way to get these large single hooks out, that's why you want a big single hook, not a treble hook. It gets all torn. It's a pain in the ass to get out of their guts. But you take your pliers, you reach up in between the gills, and you turn back on the hook. You have somebody hold the line tight so you can pull it up out of its stomach. You take the pliers through the gills, and then you pop it out. You put another chunk of bait back on there, you drop it out. Alright, this is boarding for burbs. Really simple technique. I've already got it rolling, Ethan. All you're doing is taking your board. I've got a nice big hook here. Play with your smelt heads. One sinker directly above the hook. You drop it down, feed out your line. Right where it meets bottom, you just bring it up. You attach your second sinker. That helps drag the line down so you can give it 4 to 6 feet. I'll get a little bit more than that just for shits and giggles. Clear off the spot. You set your board at the edge of the hole. It's even simpler than using a tip-up. Agreed?
Yeah, I suppose.
He doesn't know what a tip-up is, but
I know what a tip-up is.
Alright, and that's all. We'll see if we can get something after dark. That's when they start hitting. We'll see what happens. We can turn it off.
Probably a burbot.
Hopefully it's a burbot. It's gonna be a fucking lake sturgeon.
That'd be fucking nuts, straight through the ice.
How do I look, Ethan? Alright, here we are, boarding for burbs. About to get something. Small one, 4 pounds. And that is said Mr. Lawyer right there. We gotta grab some equipment. And I forgot the freaking jaw spreaders. Fuck! caster's quite not easy.
Yep.
For a little bit bigger fish, I use a Teflon club that I made while I was in the Navy. Now you can unhook them really easy. If you had jaw spreaders like I forgot.
Oh, it looks like something woke up in your bed one morning, Troy.
I remember that.
It happened.
What was that for you, little Troy boy? 4 beers? Can't remember last night?
No, it's those 2 fucking mixed drinks, man. Fucking get me every time.
Oh yeah, 2 mixed drinks.
And no, this is not for the faint of heart.
No, not on my precious. That's just my food. You can stab your fish. This fish is mine.
I was just going to gut